All right, so yesterday I CC'd the heads. They've got to go back to the machine shop tomorrow, but I got them sorted out to where I know what I'm dealing with. I might do some light porting on those. I might clean them up a little bit, but I'm not going to do anything big to those heads. They're going to stay pretty much like they are. I did wash out the block. Now, when you get a block back from your machine shop, you got to assume there's just all sorts of machining stuff in it. And then I got out my Dremel-like tool and I deburred the edges of the block, the outside edges, just a little bit. Not real. I didn't go real heavy. I just deburred them enough to where I'm not going to propagate cracks, and where it's going to be relatively safe to work around. While I was, and that got a lot of sediment and stuff inside the engine. That's part of why I wanted to wash it. And so one of the things about washing a block is as soon as you wash it, the boards are going to try to rust. And so I washed it and rinsed it out in the sunshine and immediately grabbed my PB Blaster and a rag and I wiped down the bores with PB Blaster. And I was going from the backside. You can see I skinned both my thumbs pretty good. The inside of the block is still sharp. I didn't do anything. I didn't clean anything up inside there because I really haven't messed with the LSs a lot. And this engine, it's going to hold together without being deburred, but I didn't really feel comfortable with deburring it for my first go around on an engine that has to run right out of the box. So anyways, got that done, got it cleaned up, got it dried off, and taped it off, and then I painted it. Went with just Chevy orange. Our goal is to get a second engine. I didn't get all the tape off. Our goal is to get a second engine and paint it a different color. That way we know which engine is in the car at the given time. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, got the engine painted and I'm starting to put the block plugs back in. And you can see I got the big brass plug there in. And I've got this socket, fits it real nice, just about perfect. And when I was a Nissan technician, the Nissan VG30 motors had a block plug like this on the front of the plug, or on the front of the motor, called a Welsh plug. And they were real bad about leaking. Nissan did not seal their plugs with anything when they put them in the front of the block. And so every time a customer would come in, we'd say, hey, we can replace that, clean off the crusty coolant and put in, reseal the plug and put it back in. And there was a socket we had to use to do it. All the other sockets would tend to round off the plugs. This is a Snap-on CPT 110A. And it fits the LS block plug perfectly also. And it is a good snug, you can hear it just barely wiggling there, so it fits about perfect. So if you need one, if you have trouble with those plugs, get that Snap-on socket. They never failed on the Nissan engines, and it looks like it works good on this. So I've driven that one in. I've got a few more to do, but that's where I'm at today. And don't forget to put your new dowel pins in. I've just hammered mine in. Oh, that one's not sitting right. I got to straighten that one out, but yep. All right, you can see I got a bag here. The machinist put the engine in the bag whenever I came to pick it up. And when you're not working on the engine, cover it. Keep all that trash that you have in your shop from getting in here on it. Especially, I oiled down the cylinders with some PB Blaster, so I don't want the PB Blaster picking up all the crap from the air. So cover your engine when you're not working on it. Good general practice there.